Yeah, I can do I paint like this for my nail. No, I can you because you're not heavy at all. When I'm ready for you to start.
Okay, Melanie. Everybody. Peace and quiet, please. Let me see.
Oh. Okay, it's time for what? Melanie. Wow, there didn't we? Yeah.
Melanie, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Melanie, can we stop this screaming thing? Don't do that.
Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, stop. We can do it without screaming. You're screaming. Okay? Go ahead. Continue.
New host, new flag. I want to my best and trust myself and those around me. Accept my responsibility and strive for excellence. Am I right to my responsibility? Am I I promise to work hard and be considerate of others. I'll always stay because they'll never come again.
Of others. I will not wait to stay because they will never come again.
Okay. Melanie, when we are praying, you have to wait for the online people to respond before you go with the next line, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Dear God,
Dear God,
Dear God,
bless us
God,
to have a good day.
bless us to have a good day.
what's the day?
We hope it does not rain today.
We hope it will not rain today.
So we can go play outside.
So we can go play outside.
And we can eat lunch.
We can eat lunch.
So we can go play outside. So we can go play outside.
Listen to the teacher whatever she says.
Listen to the teacher whatever she says.
So we can learn new things.
So we can learn new things.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Melanie, for your prayer.
Thank you for all your prayers.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Jocelyn. Good morning, classmates.
Ooh, how's the morning today?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Good breakfast and good sleep?
Yes.
Great.
Actually, I have
Hold on.
Like
When you want to talk, you gotta raise your hand so we don't sound like chicken, okay? Alright, Sarah.
I really have breakfast today. I think it's chocolate.
Because like there's 5 people.
You eat chocolate now?
6.
You drink chocolate
There's
milk.
actually 3.
You don't eat chocolate milk, you drink it.
Boy, this is another one.
Okay. Yes, Patrick.
Today for breakfast, this is what I ate. I ate chocolate cereal, and my mom gave me a chocolate waffle.
Ooh.
A chocolate waffle? You mean chocolate chip waffles? No, not chocolate chip waffle. Well,
A chocolate waffle, yeah.
yeah, she said it, and then it's called Nutella. Yeah, Nutella. Yeah, and the Boopsie Set Surprise, they call it Fartella. And besides, it's not the 24th. And besides, it's not.
Okay, can you let Patrick finish? Yes, Patrick.
That's it.
Okay.
And besides, it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday.
So we got 2 people with chocolates today. Yes, Melanie.
And they got no chocolates.
For breakfast, I have waffle and I put Nutella on it.
Ooh, that's still chocolate.
Two. I had 2 waffles. Then my little sister put a whole chunk, and then she told me I don't want to eat it anymore. So I told them. So before she said that, I said this: if you don't want the waffle, you can give it on me. And then she just took 4 bites, and then I told Maya, we can't switch waffles when our dad is here. So when he went to go fold the clothes, and when he left, and my mom was in the shower, we switched.
Oh.
Well, I finished eating mine, and then she went to the bathroom to wash her face,
Okay.
and then I ate her waffle. And then I couldn't find pants because all of them said 5T and I am a 6T. And then my mom had to look in the laundry and then she found one.
Okay. So it's left in the laundry then. Okay.
And my dad keeps putting 5T pants in my bin. And I only have shirts.
Okay.
But in my pajama bin, it's like literally all shirts and pants. But the sheets didn't have it.
Okay.
And
Well, that means you're making changes, so.
And I have a nightlight that has a zodiac sign on it. It could only rotate only rotates it doesn't rotate, but it actually does. My mom and dad are trying to figure out how it rotates, but we know how it rotates, but sometimes it doesn't rotate because we don't know what button it is. So it doesn't tell the button how it rotates. It just rotates by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then my auntie came up, and then Maya fell asleep while we were watching the movie. And then when my auntie came up, and my dad told me to go brush my teeth, I brushed my teeth, and then I went back to the room, and then my dad said 4 minutes, and then I had 2 minutes, and then I had 1 minute, and then after 1 minute, and then my dad told me to go to bed, and I didn't want to go to bed, so I just watched one music video, and then told me to go to bed, so I did. But I was in my bed, I was dancing, because because we are yin yang sisters. Like my little sister is a morning person, I'm a night person. So she wakes up 1 in the morning, and I can
Morning person and night person.
What I am. You need to have a sister.
Do you know what's a morning person, by the way?
A morning person. She's a morning person. Like they wake up at 1 in the morning because she always does that, and then I sleep for like a long time until like 2, and then for like 2 a.m. and then she just comes in my bed like, thank God. And then I don't wake up. I'm like, Maya, go back to sleep. And then she makes noise. So I said, that's it. I'm just gonna wake up. Because
well, a morning person is a person who wakes up really early.
I was lying.
Morning comes and it's like he's up and giddy up, But the opposite for that is like when it's morning time to wake up, Sarah, and it's like, I still want to be in bed. So okay, that's the opposite of morning. Okay, who feels like that? Oh, I don't want to wake up yet.
One more thing about a yin yang sister.
Sometimes I just get up and do.
One more thing about a yin yang sisters. They when they split apart, they just start. They think about
Okay, hold it. Patrick, I want you to sit down and stop what you're doing. You're making a lot of noises and they couldn't hear it online, okay? So please. Thank you.
And so when they split apart, they start crying, and then when they go back together, they have this necklace or this painting on their wrist. So like they just do this, and then they make a heart, like a broken heart. So they just throw it together, and and then there's a necklace.
You know what Melon is talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in. They said it's a Japanese thing, or
It's like this.
it's like a Pisces.
Yin and yang. It's black and white.
Yes, they have a
Yin
little
and
dot.
yang.
They have a little dot. They have
So
a little
actually, yin and yang is like positive and negative.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
that.
You see that one? So that's what Melanie is talking about. Okay, Melanie, let's sit down, Melanie.
It's a necklace.
No, that doesn't look like a necklace anymore, okay? That looks like a bunny with tilted eyes. Alright, sit down, Melanie. Is that? It's a bunny with a tilted eyes.
Why
That's
it
what
looks
you
like
draw.
his belly running
Okay. Alright, so who wants to share? John and Micah, you want to share something? Melanie, please. Erase what you wrote and what you drew.
Okay.
And just sit down.
Wants to show you it.
Okay, sit down, Melanie. Melanie, come on.
Yeah.
almost finished with 10 books in 1 month.
John, when you're speaking, you're cutting off. We couldn't get the whole sentence that you are saying. I don't know. Is it like you're far away from the microphone?
No, I'm very close.
Okay, now that we can hear you, okay? So keep it like that when you're speaking. Keep yourself steady to the microphone so we can hear we can hear the entire things that you're saying, okay? Because it's cutting off. It's like blank and then another word. So it's kind of like that when you speak. Okay, so you want to say something, John?
Yes. This is. Wait, I'm trying to say. This is my first month. I read 8 books.
8 books. 8 books, you said?
I finished all of them.
Whoa, did you
8
hear?
books in 1 month.
Did you hear what John says?
Books in 1 what? What? No, John.
And chapter
2. No, 8. 8. It's books.
So he read
This is going
books.
to be my 9th today.
13 books. Wow, 100 book.
Alright, class. Reading is really a beautiful thing because when you read books, you discover new words. Okay? And you learn new things, okay? You learn new things. Melanie. You learn new things, and that will help you when you are composing sentences and when you are writing. So keep reading, okay? Well, do not just wait for Miss Jocelyn to give you a reading assignment or a book report. Reading should always be part of your daily activity, okay? Just get like maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes of reading. That would be good for you, okay? Remember what I gave you? I gave you something last time about reading. You remember?
Or how to use it.
Did you see it, John?
Is it like that paper that gets like. I'm trying to talk.
It's like it says reading. Well, we glued it into our reading notebook. And okay, pull out your reading notebook. Pull out your reading notebook. See what I asked you to glue last time.
Oh.
The one that you color and the other page that there was something that you pasted on it. Okay. Let me see. Yes, read. Now go to the chart below. The next page, there's a chart. What is the first box saying?
Is it saying fake reading?
It says read under a table.
Read under a table, okay? So it's asking you to read 20 minutes every day, right? Okay, so do that. Like follow what it says, and I want you to check it. If you did it, check the chart.
This is first grade.
Huh?
Hold on.
I did this in first grade.
Oh, you did it first grade? Yes, it's a nice thing. So it's like to keep you updated of how you're reading. Okay. So every time you did one of the chart, one of the action in the chart, you check it. Like for example, read under a table. So you will be reading under a table, and when you're done, you check it. You check. That means you read under a table.
A blanket with a flashlight.
I don't get it. I read.
You have to do these things. Wait a minute. I read a book to my animal, a stuffed animal.
Patrick.
Read to a friend.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I.
Yesterday I did.
Melanie, I is talking. Yes.
Yesterday I read Amazing some books for the week.
You're what?
I read Amazing some books for the week. She read the May Jamison book for the book report.
May Jameson for the book report. You started reading it. Yeah, use that one. Use the chart. So read under a table. Read under the blanket. So
One day.
yes. So it's a fun thing to do. You can bring your reading notebook every day, and then you check, or you color. You can color it. Color which of the chart you did when you're reading the book. Okay.
I read the stuffed animal. I read the stuffed animal before.
Uh-huh.
I read under my blanket before
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
So I read under my
Okay.
blanket.
Alright, so I need you to do that like for spring break. For spring break, if you're not going anywhere, but even if you go somewhere, please bring a book and read each day, because you have like the whole day. Do not just spend it for playing games, okay? Or
Miss Jocelyn, I'm gonna color some of the books.
okay, hold on. Let me finish my talk. It's really important that you read, because when you're reading, you discover new things, okay? And you discover new words. And you will get familiar with the words, that it will be easier for you to spell it out when we are making sentences, when we are writing and composing something, all right? So yeah, so please read books and tell Miss Jocelyn, oh, after the spring break, I want to see who are reading 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes is not too much time, class, right? So for your spring break, you have all the fun for the day, but please, before going to sleep, spend 20 minutes reading a book, okay? Do you have books at home? Do you have books at home?
Yeah.
Okay, but if you have already your book report, the book report book, so read that one for spring break, okay? 20 minutes a day. So by the time we come back, you're ready to do the book report, or you're ready to put them into writing, all right?
Probably when I'm in Florida, I'm gonna read this book.
Okay, hold on. Micah, when you talk, keep yourself steady so it will not be cutting off, okay? Because it's like a choppy kind of thing. All right, go ahead. What is it you said?
I wasn't talking. I wasn't saying anything. I was saying Miss Jocelyn.
You're not saying anything? I heard you say you're reading something.
No, that's me, Miss Jocelyn.
Oh, it's John. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was reading John Lewis.
Okay.
And I read it in one day.
Okay. Alright. So, John, what is it that you're saying?
I'm gonna go to court and I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna come back and do my poster.
Oh, okay, yes. Actually, we're not doing poster this time, John. It's the cereal box. If you look at on the guide, there's like one for poster and one for cereal box. That's what we're doing this time. Did you see it?
What is this? No, because I already got 2 posters.
You're making a poster? You made
Yes,
it.
the okay.
You made
I already
it.
have the I already did this before.
What do you mean? You already made the poster?
No, I mean like.
Oh, okay.
I already bought like the poster thing for you.
Okay, you can reserve the poster for the next one, but this time, we are going to try, girls. We are going to try the cereal box. Okay, it's a fun thing to do. So let's try another thing, and you can reserve the poster for the next one.
What's a cereal box?
Well, it's called cereal box because you're using a cereal box. So if you have cereal box now, don't throw it away.
Okay.
Tell mommy, keep the cereal box because I needed it for my book report, okay?
Oh, wait, what about if you have whatever kind of cereal box?
Yes.
I have like a Dunkin' Donut cereal.
But not the small one, okay?
I'm not
Should be this,
small
okay?
one.
Do not get a small one.
I have Dunkin' Donut. I have a cereal one.
Alright, so
Okay. Mr. Osler, let me get the vocabulary spelling, and then you're gonna do math, and then you're gonna
yes.
do social studies.
I wonder why Rayon is not there online. Okay, let me no, I don't want to.
liar. Da, da, da.
Why is Rayon not there?
Liar. Da, da, da.
I can't turn it off because I don't want to start.
Liar. Da, da, da.
Okay. Can you read? Why are we coloring it now?
Yeah,
You're not reading yet.
I do read it.
You color it only once you read.
Okay.
You have to read first before you color because you didn't. What you did before, do not consider it that's starting today, okay?
But do we have to
Starting today, if you read 20 minutes, then you color which one you did, okay? Do not color it now.
Jocelyn, I can't find this. Yesterday.
It's this
I
one.
can't find like the 20. I don't get it. I don't have it.
It is in the packet that I sent you, John.
Oh.
Or if you don't have it, you can always go to Google Classroom. I'm going to show you, okay? In Google Classroom, I put it there. Remember when we were doing St. Patrick? When we were doing St. Patrick, I sent something there about the activities, right? And I sent it together with the St. Patrick thing. Let me. St. Patrick, where is it?
My thing is I, right?
Reading.
I saw you. Why? No. I'm doing this as a poster. And when they hit you with my books. That's
Okay, I please give him the spelling book, please. Okay, John, this one here.
Give you last. Miss Ross, I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, go ahead, just go. This is it. Oops. I'll share it so you know where is it, okay? Micah also, okay?
It's okay, take it. In first class. I'm in first class.
So this one here.
Okay, give this to Melanie. Yeah, finally.
All right, let's finish the pages 160 and 161, okay? The practice.
Ow! Oh my god, I just tried to block my desk. Ow! That's why I don't say Jocelyn, I hit my front part on my desk.
Look, this is upside down.
Stop.
Look! It's about mine. I have no idea why it's upside down.
Ow.
Where does this come from?
Okay,
that. That's 162. 92.
Okay, let me write it down.
I see.
Miss Jocelyn, you're not right. Why is it on my desk?
160 and 161, okay?
I have no idea why they put upside down.
This is the only thing we're writing right now.
Yeah, I just made a mistake. A little bit. And it's upside down. 92.
492. I'm so confused. Wait, which page is that? I'm so confused.
I'm so confused. I have no idea.
Look, Sarah, look.
92 is what page?
Yeah. Look, that's cool.
Wait, why
That's me.
I'm confused.
What
are you doing?
92.
Spelling.
Tell me how you write your sixes.
Oh, John, did you see this one? This is what I meant. It's in Google
Yes,
Classroom.
I'm gonna print it out. Jocelyn.
Yes, you can print it out and then.
Jocelyn, can I do look?
I got my sixes from this.
Look, have you done this, right?
Sarah,
Yeah, we're working on spelling. Sarah and Melanie, stay in your seat.
100 what now?
Do me a favor when they come to your seat, can you ask them to go back to their seat? Yeah, let them go back to their seat, okay? Thank you.
I have no idea what
You move it over and, no. Wait, flip it. No, I just kept it over. It turned 90 upside down. I see there. No, look at this.
Jocelyn, we're doing to go out to another, right?
160 and 161, John.
Jocelyn.
And Micah.
This is confusing. Page. Not making no. This is the page.
I know, but
What is
where's the
confusing?
It might be on the other page.
What is confusing?
Look, her page is not like this. It's upside down, and this is the correct way, but it's upside down.
That's 190. You're
No, I'm not
190.
even skipping the pages.
No, you're on 100. You're here. You're in 190. What did you work on?
No, I was on here, and next page, this is the right page. What's the other pages? It's supposed to be like this. And it's supposed to not be upside down.
It's 160.
Upside out.
I'm so confused.
And that's the page.
I'm so confused right now.
Oh,
That's the big
something wrong with the book. This is the right page.
Yeah. Look at mine. It's 61 and that's a 9.
No.
That's a 9.
Whoever made this book, I think, is dizzy when he did it. It's upside down. What is happening?
It's upside down.
Alright, let's work on it out, okay? Just like 160, 161, okay? This one just like this one.
Can I do that?
You have to skip this.
A.
Thank you.
Where's my pencil boy?
Okay, everybody focus, please. John, you can give you 10 minutes, okay, John?
What? I need this guy and I need my pencil. No. I can't find it. You can't find a pencil? You can borrow mine? No, she's fine. She can use that one. You can just use that one. Are you jealous about this? Yes, she is. Then why you want to switch? No, I don't want to switch. There, just let her check her in. Alright! Why do you want to switch? You brush your bells? No, because I don't see how it is. No, I have one, but it's just a tiny one. It's only a little bit of lint in there. I keep all of the lint in case I won't use it. Oh, I found this on the floor. There's a big long one. I forgot where I dropped it. I found this yesterday. Oh, I've been looking all over for that. Here. This was in it. This one.
Okay. Okay, we have 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes.
I'm almost done though.
Micah,
Done with the 2 pages.
where is my microphone? Where did my microphone go?
It's I.
Huh?
It's on I.
What is it doing there? It walks by itself?
You love me? Miss
Micah, are you doing 160 and 161?
Miss Jocelyn, I'm done. Miss Jocelyn,
Yes.
Okay, just keep it there, okay?
I'm
We'll
done
check.
with it.
We'll
Can I
check.
take a
Can I take a drink?
Yes.
I'm done.
Yes, 10 minutes, Micah. Go.
I'm done. Miss Jocelyn, can I go get a drink?
Yes, you can go.
I'll just erase this. I'm done. I'm done. I did 2 pages.
If you're done, you can return your book.
I'm almost done. I'm on the book way. I'm a book of
Why is Ryan not there? What happened?
Look, this one's like an L. Yeah, but the 7 looks like Why?
Let's have a break, guys.
7?
It's awesome. Don't forget.
It's actually paper.
What? What do you mean paper? Melanie, just leave it alone. It's just a line, okay? Just answer it.
Okay.
It doesn't affect you answering it, okay?
I have another lesson worksheet, Miss Jocelyn. Are you also gonna do it today?
What? Where's my card? Miss Jocelyn isn't here. Oh yeah. Yeah, can't feel like I actually said that. Yeah. No, don't see that. Yeah, we're quiet. I'm not the one yelling at you, so you're welcome. I didn't know you wanted to eat one. What in the world? Where is it? I just forgot my stuff. Yeah. I just forgot to.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not done yet. This part. Miss Jocelyn, I'm not done yet.
How's your done return for that? 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4. Uh-oh. That means you have to practice. Okay, I'm going to give you homework for spring break in math. Okay? So you can practice this subtraction.
I got it.
Hmm? Okay. Do not do anything yet, okay? We're going to do it together.
Okay. But I'm not done yet. I just.
John and Micah, are you seeing what I'm... Are you seeing this? This is the next one, okay?
I have to change the March 25th to the 2021 and 3 today is Tuesday.
It's Jocelyn. I already know what to do, so can I just do it? I know what to do for the problem solving worksheet.
Well, if you think you know what to do, okay, you can try. What is the date today, class? You got to change our date.
March 25, 2021.
Or 25th, I think.
Huh?
I already said it.
What do you mean 27? It's 27 now?
25.
Huh?
25.
25, yes. What do you mean 27? That's like Monday. Up to Saturday. Huh? 25th. It's the 25th, okay?
2021.
And it's Thursday.
Here's the final breakfast.
One more day in. It's spring break. Yay.
This bit.
Okay, everyone done with the facts?
What facts? The lesson worksheet facts?
Yes, the lesson worksheet.
And then after the
Do not do, John, do not do the other one. Do not do the other one, okay?
Okay.
Do
So
not
this
do
is
the
what
other
we're
one.
gonna do.
Today's the last day of work. Oh yeah, dude. Thursday and tomorrow. Tomorrow is the remainder.
Okay. Shh. Are you done? Okay.
I'm not done.
So why are we talking if we're not done?
Patrick, we're not supposed to do that. The teacher didn't ask you to do that either, right? What, yeah. Sorry, some of it.
You're supposed to do the wrap too.
What?
You do the wrap in your paper.
And I'm using also pencils as fingers because I don't have 15 fingers.
Okay, let's go on the second one, the problem.
But it's asking, I'm not done. Yep.
Well, you can go back to that. It's Patrick. When you're focused, in 2 minutes you're done with it. That's a 2-minute exercise, okay?
That is so easy for you.
Alright, so let's go to the problem. Everyone in the problem. There are square cafeteria tables at Crowley Elementary School. 4 children can sit at each table. Show how many tables Mrs. Cavanaugh will need for the 23 children in her class. What do you do?
I'm not gonna say it, okay? I know the answer.
Okay, thank you, John. What do we do? So, again, you're thinking of what strategy to use. What strategy you are asked to use here, class? In this problem, what strategy are we going to use? It's right in your worksheet. You're not looking at the worksheet. What does it say you need to do? You're asked to show how many tables, Patrick. You are asked to show how many tables Mrs. Cavanaugh will need for the 23 children in her class.
It says fact homework. It's right here. It says fact homework.
Micah,
Over here it also says fact homework.
Micah, I showed it on the camera earlier. You were not looking. I'm going to show it again, and please look. Look, Micah. This and this. Okay, that one we're doing that tomorrow, not today. Today, this two. We cannot do it all. We cannot do all of it, okay? We can only do 2 things. Okay, so what do we do, class? What do we do to answer this problem? Tell me.
We add.
We add?
We draw.
We draw. Very good. It's right there. Draw a picture. Do you see it in your worksheet?
Yeah.
Draw a picture. That is the strategy that we're going to use to solve this problem. Now, the question is, what do we draw?
Table.
Tables. Okay, now we drew tables, but how many tables do we need to draw?
23.
23 tables.
Five.
Okay, hold on. Micah, when I send the worksheets, I make sure that you have each piece of it, okay?
23.
So look through the worksheet that I sent. I put them in by numbers. So it should be arranged by numbers, okay? Okay, so how many tables do we need to draw?
27.
5?
27.
27?
3.
Alright, let's read again the problem. Everybody read. There are
cafeteria tables at Crowley Elementary School. And 4 children sit at each table. So how many tables
Mrs. Cavanaugh.
Mrs. Cavanaugh will need for the 23 children in her class.
Okay, so how many children can sit in one table?
4.
4 children can sit in one table. Now imagine if 4 children can sit in one table, how many tables do we need to draw if there are how many children in Mrs. Cavanaugh's class?
23.
23. So there are 23 children and 4 children can sit in one table. Like you, only one child can sit in your table, right? So if only one child can sit in the table, how many tables do we need to draw? Excuse me, huh?
23.
23. Very good, Sarah. But these tables they have in the classroom, listen, these tables that they have in their classroom, 4 children can sit on it. So how many tables do we need to draw?
Problem-solving worksheet.
Micah, if you're listening, that's what we're doing now. Now, how many tables do we need to draw if 4 children can sit in one table? 23 tables?
No. Less tables. So you have to draw 17 tables.
17 tables? If we draw 23 tables and 4 children can sit on it, how many children are those? There's only 23 children. Think, class. Are you thinking? There's only 23 children in the class. And 4 children can sit on one table. Now imagine, look at the table we have. Imagine that 4 children sitting in one table. So how many tables do we need to draw?
19.
19?
18.
Oh. Are you thinking?
Are you guys are just guessing.
Yeah, you're guessing. That's correct. Think. Melanie's thinking. Huh?
15.
15? So if we draw 15 children and there are 4 children, 15 tables and 4 children can sit on it, that would be how much? 5 times 4 is 20, 4 and 6, that's 60.
60. 60 tables.
Class,
You guys are guessing.
think.
You wrote it on the board.
You're not thinking. 23 children are the kids in the classroom. 4 children can sit. 4 is equals to 1 table. I don't think you're okay. Sarah is thinking. Melanie is thinking. Miss Jocelyn is not going to give the answer. I need you to think.
4, 18 children. 27.
No. 23. The number of children in the classroom, 23. Class, how many children we have here in the classroom?
7.
7, okay? Now, how many tables do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4,
5?
5. 7.
7. We have 7 tables because we have 7 children in our classroom,
No,
correct?
8.
We have 7 tables because we have 7 children in the classroom and only one child can sit on that table. But this one here, they have 23 in their classroom and only 4 children can sit in one table. Now imagine looking at the table, 4 children sitting on each table. How many tables do we need? Do we need all 7 tables?
No.
No. Yes, correct, Melanie. Why? Because why?
We need.
Because 4 children can sit in one table. So what does it mean? 5 tables?
Yes.
5 tables? Let's see, Melanie. So I'm going to draw 5 tables here. Do not write anything. I need everyone to look here, okay? So you said, the problem says that in one table, 4 children can sit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Shh. So let's see if Melanie is correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you looking on the board?
Yes.
Thank you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't draw too big, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many tables now I have on the board?
4.
4. So I'm going to need one more because Melanie said 5 tables. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bless you, Micah. Now, after we draw and put all the children on the table, it's time to count. Can you count?
Yes.
Okay, now,
We need 23 children.
everybody count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Only. What does it mean?
Wait, 2 more.
2 more?
One more.
One more. Okay, let's see. We draw another one. So we have now 20 children seated on the table, right? Now, how many more children doesn't have seats? 20 children are already seated. How many children were not seated yet?
4.
4?
3.
3. Okay. We got 20 already. So we need 1, 2, 3. So how many tables did we draw?
33. 6.
Ah?
6.
6 tables. Okay.
So close.
You're so close. Yes. That's what we do. That's what Sarah and I. That's what happened when we are thinking, okay? When you think, you're gonna get it right. If not right, but close to right, okay? Good job. Alright, so again, what strategy did we use here?
Draw a picture.
Draw a picture. Thank you. Good job. Okay. Do it in your paper. Yes, John.
You know how I did it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't draw a picture. Well, I draw a picture. You know how I got the answer?
Yes.
Do I have to draw?
multiplied.
Miss Jocelyn, do I have to draw?
I know, John, but you see, the problem tells you to draw a picture. Did you see in the worksheet? It's
Yeah, I drew a picture for
Yeah.
me.
yeah. So sometimes the following what is asked, especially when you're taking a test. Melanie, yes, what?
And do I have to draw little circles?
Yes, you have to draw the children.
They look so funny. Yeah.
John, are you listening to me? Okay. When we are solving a problem, especially when you're taking a test, okay, soon we're gonna have like Terranova test. So I need you to pay attention. What is asked when you're reading the problem? What are you asked to do? Because what you are asked to do, you have to follow what is asked to do. Okay? Because even if you did it correctly, but you don't follow what is asked of you, then you can make a mistake. You understand what I'm saying, John?
Yeah, I
Okay,
didn't
yes.
draw tables. I'm just saying like.
I know you're correct. You're correct when you say.
I did it.
Yeah, you're correct when you said that you multiplied it, because when you multiplied, it's easier for you to get, your answer. But
of course, I drew the children because.
Yes, yeah, you still have to
because
draw.
That's what the problem said.
Yes.
If it did not say that, I would have not.
Yeah, if it didn't ask you to draw, then you're fine. Okay, but if you're asked to draw, you need to draw it still. Okay, John, thank you.
Do I have to draw the tables like how you did?
Well, you can draw it your way.
No, I'm gonna copy
Okay.
what
You can draw it your way, okay? It's just the way I draw it, the table, but it doesn't mean that you can draw exactly the way I did
I
it.
just copied
You
the
can
table.
make your own table, okay?
Miss Jocelyn, I'm done. Can I take the pen?
In the class, there's
Yes,
no
you can, John.
girls, no boys.
And Micah, you're done? Micah, you're done?
No.
Okay, you are being quiet. Did you get what we did on the board, Micah? Micah. Okay, good. You have to ask me if you are having trouble, okay, Micah?
There's only girls in this class. Stop it, Melanie. Yeah, me too.
What's that?
Only girls in this class.
Don't say that, because Micah and John are here.
And
Okay.
no, on the paper. Okay, now Michael left.
It's what you're doing.
Yeah.
She meaning what she's doing in her worksheet, Patrick.
Yeah, only girls are there? Yeah, only girls.
She made it. Oh well, there are all girls school, okay?
Yeah.
Same as like there are also all boys school, okay?
Yeah, yes,
So you can choose. You want to go to an all boys school or an all girls school.
And all boys.
What we have here is a co-ed. Co-ed is when you see boys and girls together in class. Okay?
Those are the girls.
So there are for boys only and for girls only.
Well, I saw when I was watching Superhero Girls, and there was just all girls, and there was just the principal that was a boy.
Okay.
So the principal is gonna be a girl, and there's another principal.
Well, yeah. It doesn't mean that it's all girls, that there's no, the principal couldn't be a boy. There can be a boy principal, yes. Why not?
Mrs. Bibi and Dr. Bibi are principals. Yeah.
No, only Dr. Bibi, not Mrs. Bibi.
What?
Mrs. Bibi is a teacher for math.
Oh, man.
Only Dr. Bibi is the principal. There can only be one principal in school. There cannot be two.
Okay, there's gotta be a girl principal in my school. Yeah.
Yeah.
The principal's gotta be right there. But there's a big girl at
Make sure you're finishing your worksheet, okay? Make sure you're finishing it.
Right? That's a lot. And when it start picking up. Yeah. Lot of girls. I think my dad is picking me up.
It's warm today. I think it's humid. It's warm, but it's wet outside, so.
Yeah, we don't care. We can still play basketball, right? I don't know.
No, you know that when it's wet outside and it's rainy or drizzling, I don't want you going out because I don't want anyone getting sick, okay? You know that.
There. And besides, plants are growing.
Yes, plants are growing because it's springtime. Yes.
Yes. If you go to my house, if you go at Newark, it's we have an air freshener that glows in the dark.
Ooh, it glows in the dark. I like it.
Blue. And the water in the top. So when you have a dog, the fleas goes in there and it.
Oh, okay, Melanie, can we finish the worksheet first before we talk?
I'm almost done, so I can talk. Me too. I said I'm almost done, so I can talk.
So we'll just do our test tomorrow for math, okay?
Okay.
Not today. What happened to Rayon?
What happened to Ray? This girl looks like she's a snake. What? This girl looks like she's dead and she twerks. Ew. I'm done. Hey, see you back.
I-text ko na lang kay.
That's not done. Hurry up. I'm done.
Okay, what? Go bathroom and water, okay? Bathroom and water. Yeah. Oh.
It's hard to make these little tiny. I don't have water. I have a special drink. Probably juice or tea. Or soda. You know what happens if you drink soda? Your teeth are starting to get loose, and you're gonna get a black hole.
Ooh, black hole.
Yes, in your teeth. You guys try something? If you drink soda and Mentos, you burn it's gonna work until you die. Till it's nighttime. And you're gonna fall asleep. And you're gonna it's nighttime. Look how many girls they look all the same. That's why it's called creepy school. Oh my god, I think creepier. They look like aliens. Alien attacks. They look like bombs. Wow. Where's Jocelyn? I'm bored. Stop. Say, can you protect me? Stop! Thanks, Sarah. And there's plates for everybody.
Hey, Patrick.
She
Yeah.
protected
Okay,
her.
listen to me, Patrick. Patrick, are you listening to me?
What happened?
Okay.
Harry! Like hurt you.
Alright, we're done? We're good?
I'm done. I'm good.
Wow. Alright,
Can I erase the board? Oh, Melanie, you wrote this.
I think these are all Melanie. Melanie is the principal and
I'm the principal.
she has all girls.
Yeah.
You take her for a raise.
I'm the principal that
Alright, put
lets
it away. Put it in your homework folder. Put it in your homework folder. Yes, John.
You know, I saw that. I saw that.
What is it?
Are we still on the break?
Yeah. 3 more minutes,
Okay,
John.
we begin.
3 minutes.
Sarah! Oh, Miss Jocelyn. Oh, yes. Miss Jocelyn? There's that like that. Mama Johnny. Let's see. You know, like, let's see. So it's open. You do that all the time to me, Mom. I didn't do it now. Well, you do that sometimes. I didn't do it today.
Okay. I want to remind everybody tomorrow will be social studies test. Okay.
Okay.
So today you're just gonna have a math homework, but you need to study. Okay. Study.
Miss Dawson, but you said today's math test. Is that a math test?
No, I just do it tomorrow so that we can all have the test tomorrow. Okay.
Miss Dawson, Sarah wrote on ice paper and then I has to erase it and then she says her mom is gonna be mad.
Okay.
Well,
Patrick,
too.
sit down. Melanie and Sarah. Melanie and Sarah. Why do you always go to ice safe? Do you want to be in ice spot?
Yeah, I mean no.
Okay. Well, please stop going to her seat. Give her some space, okay?
Personal space. You just keep them ready. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, they look like bombs. Guys, I don't know when this was, but I was on a merry-go-round riding on our paper. Stop that, Patrick!
Melanie.
What are you
Can you stop doing that?
talking?
Listen, you sounded like an angry cat. You know how cats get angry? Don't stop doing that, okay?
Maybe.
You know, like yes. That's how you sounded, an angry cat.
Patrick was doing this.
Well, I was
covering
trying to
my ear.
switch. She was covering her ears.
Well, what's the
Patrick.
matter?
What did I say about your hands?
Come on. Keep your hands.
Keep your hands to yourself so we don't have problems. That's what it says.
What's the funny about this? I was on the playground and there was like a merry-go-round thingy, and then this boy was saying personal space, and then I was like walking on the merry-go-round while I was spinning. I was like, whoa, and I was keep going to the boy like I was like keep going like this closer to him, and he said, stop, get personal space. But I was keep like leaning on him. I mean, I was not leaning purposely. Stop. You stop. I mean, look, that I was like keep leaning on him, and he said, stop, personal space. And then that. I didn't need this color from the book. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use the color too. Because I need
Miss Jocelyn, I'm back from the break.
space.
Okay.
I know, but say it nicely so I will stop. Now I'm talking to Patrick. Well, I'm going to talk to Bob. Okay, switch colors now. Switch colors. What do you guys do? No, I'm not joking right now. Yeah, I know.
Okay, everybody, eyes here. I'm going to show you some of Chinese great inventions, okay? Uh-oh. Why is the sound like that? Okay. Can you hear it?
No, not really.
Because I didn't play it.
Chinese society is one of the oldest in the world, dating back approximately 5,000 years. Of the many great developments to come from ancient China, 4 stand out. These are known as the 4 great inventions. These creative developments changed the world and are a source of great pride for the Chinese people. The 4 great inventions are paper, gunpowder, printing, and the compass. The development of paper made it easier for people to communicate to one another, to share ideas, dreams, information, and stories through writing. Before paper, the ancient Chinese people carved their writing on animal bones, stones, pottery, bamboo strips, or on bronze castings. Those materials were difficult to use, were
Right here,
often heavy,
Patrick.
and sometimes
Here,
expensive.
Here.
The
Mommy,
process
can I
for
see
making
this?
paper
Right here.
was developed around the year 105 by a man named
Oh,
Kai
it said to
using
the
tree bark,
teacher.
rags, rope, and other such materials. Some say he was inspired by watching paper wasps build their nests. The result was a durable, lightweight material on which people could write, thus making it easier for people in China and later all over the world to communicate with one another. The earliest evidence of the development of gunpowder goes back to the year 142 in the Eastern Han Dynasty. The first written formula for gunpowder was created in the year 1044, 200 years before similar formulas appeared in Europe. Gunpowder changed how people conducted warfare. Eventually, the use of gunpowder spread throughout the entire world, and by the late 1600s, gunpowder-enabled firearms dominated warfare in Europe and in the Americas. Printing was invented by a man named Bi Shan during the Song Dynasty between the years of 1041 and 1048, approximately 400 years before the European invention of the Gutenberg press. For the first time, words could be printed on paper and made available to large numbers of people at a time. This allowed information and stories to be shared in a much more efficient and widespread manner. The compass is a direction-finding instrument that is used to help people navigate from one place to another. The first compass was developed in China almost 2,500 years ago. This device was called the Sinan, or south-pointing ladle. Use of the compass spread to Europe and the Mideast by the 1300s and is still used in all parts of the world to help discoverers and travelers as they embark on their journeys throughout the world.
Okay, so what are the 4 great inventions in China?
Paper, gunpowder, printing, gunpowder, paper. I don't remember the last one.
Okay, so they are, now we know.
Well, compass, gunpowder, and printer.
So paper,
That I know.
paper, gunpowder. What are the, okay, girls, what are the inventions that we just watched?
Powder, paper, and print. Not powder, gun, paper, not gunpowder. Yeah,
Gunpowder, so gunpowder,
paper,
paper,
printing,
the printing, and the compass. So compass is one of their inventions too. Okay, so compass has been very useful for travelers in the early days because before there's no GPS. Today, you just turn on your phone, put your address where you're going to, your destination, and then boom, the GPS going to lead you where you're going, where to turn, where to go. Okay, so but In early days, okay, they use compass to get to where they're going. Okay. I want you to watch this one too. This one here.
Optimum's best internet offer just got better. Get 3
Oopsie.
and now for only.
Yo, Mikey, it's no secret that the ancient Chinese were credited with inventing things that we use every day.
That's right. We all know about the big four, right?
Yep, paper, which then they invented the process of.
Printing, and of course that gave birth to the first book.
They also invented gunpowder, which led to Chinese inventing crazy firearms and explosives.
And the compass, which basically all the famous explorers like Magellan, Marco Polo, and Christopher Columbus used to discover the new world.
Ironic, isn't it? A Western guy using an Eastern invention to explore what he thought was the East, only to land in the West.
Yeah, that's some made in China stuff right there. Anyway, the Chinese were also sailing in the high seas as far back as the 11th century.
Yeah, how come we don't see a miniseries about that, but instead we see like Marco Polo?
It's true, we never get enough credit.
Right?
Anyway, guys, here are some everyday items that you probably did not know were invented by the Chinese. Number 1A is for alcohol. Even though Dan and I don't drink alcohol, according to the internet, about 2 billion people around the world do. And if you're one of them, you can thank the ancient, and I mean ancient Chinese for that. The earliest archaeological evidence of the consumption of alcoholic beverages and thus fermentation dates back to Chinese Neolithic times from 7000 to 6600 BC.
Ancient pottery jars from the Neolithic village of Jiahu in Henan province in northern China were examined to reveal residue left behind by the alcoholic beverages, and after analysis, this ancient drink was found to be fermented with fruit, rice, honey. Not bad for 9,000 years ago.
Number 2, paper moolah, aka the banknote. Imagine if you bought a house or a car and you still had to bring sacks of gold or silver or copper coins. Wouldn't that be annoying and super heavy?
Well, luckily today you can just whip out a dollar bill, right? And you can thank the government of the Song Dynasty for that, which lasted from 960 to 1279 AD. The central Song government in the early 12th century issued government printed paper currency alongside copper to ease the demand on their state mints and lower the value of copper. Economic and political reasons that I don't know of. But hey, buying stuff just became a whole lot easier.
Until credit cards. Number 3, the toothbrush. According to the Library of Congress, the Chinese have used the bristle toothbrush since 1498, which was the Ming Dynasty. The bristles were made from pig bristles, so basically you were brushing your teeth with stiff pig hair.
Still,
How do you think people brush their teeth before toothbrushes? I mean, do you think they just kind of like rub their teeth on real hairy pigs, and that's how the toothbrush
What about the belt?
Guess what? It was pea,
Okay.
which was good because you
Listen,
never really
listen,
run
listen.
out of that. Easy refills.
You can say
Right.
after you
Alright,
watch,
number
right?
4, and we're
You
moving
can
on
say
to the
what
less
you-
most topic. You know like this one, Dan? The ancient Chinese invented soccer. That's right, the most popular sport in the world today, and ironically, one that modern Chinese people really stink at. Soccer, or football, as you guys say outside of the US, was originally a game known as tutu. According to first century Chinese texts, this sport, which roughly translates to kick the ball with the foot, obviously, is traced as far back as the Warring States period from 403 to 221 BC.
During that time, feathers were stuffed inside a leather ball, which people kicked around in a rectangular playing field. Sounds familiar? And to score, you would shoot the ball through a primitive goal made of a piece of cloth that hung between 2 poles.
Tutu was also considered a military training exercise and a means for keeping soldiers fit, but eventually it grew so popular that it became a full-blown sport with royal courts organizing matches with professional tutu players.
Is that where Shaolin soccer came from?
I don't think Shaolin people were with the courts, man. And like, Shaolin people like added their own chi.
That was a good movie, though. That was good.
That was martial arts soccer combo, which actually they should invent something like
They
that.
should bring that back.
Next, number 5, and ladies, you really should go and give the next Chinese person you see a big hug because the ancient Chinese also invented nail polish over 3,000 years ago.
Ancient nail polish was made up of egg whites, beeswax, dyes, gum, arrogance.
Nail polish.
Nail polish.
I mean, I never worked. Manicures, guys, not nail polish.
I never tried nail polish. No one's believing that, man. Just saying.
All right, next one. Mike, you know why Asians love taking photos?
Because you're crafty and you get awesome photo taking poses.
Well, besides those really good reasons, it was actually because the ancient Chinese invented photography. That's right, folks. Before film cameras and iPhones, the concept of photography was derived from a device called the camera obscura, which basically is a pinhole camera. It's believed that the Greek philosopher Aristotle was the first to observe the principle of camera obscura. However, the earliest written record of the camera obscura is to be found in the writings of the ancient Chinese philosopher Huo, who lived from 470 to 390 BC, which actually predates Aristotle by 100 years. Hey, you think that ancient Chinese people took pictures of that?
Fruit pics?
Yeah.
They probably have, and before that, they probably might be today. You know what? The longest fruit selfie ever. That's right. Anyway, number 7. You know what else Asians love, buddy, besides food and photography and all that stuff? Blackjack. The first reference to card games with playing cards were found in China as early as the 9th century during the Tang Dynasty. In famous Tang texts, Princess Tongchang, daughter of Emperor Yizong of Tang, was reported playing the Leaf Game in 868 with members of the Wei clan, the family of the princess's husband. It's believed that playing cards made its way through Persia and India, then to Egypt in the 11th century, before being introduced to Europe in the 14th century and eventually evolving and becoming popularized into the card deck we know today.
Man, the cards back in ancient China would have been so much cooler. Like, instead of the king, queen, jack, you would have like the Taoist master, Shaolin monk, and emperor. Moving on to number 8, the age-old debate of chopsticks versus fork has now once and for all been answered, and it's not even close. The ancient Chinese actually invented forks, so and guess what? They chose chopsticks over that. Bone forks have been discovered at multiple burial sites dating back to the Xia Dynasty. Europeans wouldn't even start using forks until like 4,000 years later.
Back in ancient China, forks were an exclusive dining tool for the ruling class and came in 2- and 3-pronged varieties like they do now. But basically, it was too hard to pick up food, so we got rid of it. Also, think about this. If you're stuck out in the wilderness or on a long camping trip and you forgot forks, what are you going to do? Now, if you use chopsticks, just break off a couple of small branches from a tree and you're set. So, chopsticks are better than forks. Case closed.
How do you eat hot pot with a fork? You don't. You know why? Because you try to stab anything and the thing just floats away in the water.
Yeah, that's true. It's metal fork, so
it gets hot.
It gets hot. You can't use plastic if they're melts.
Hands down.
It's clean. Anyway, number 9. You guys know that red stuff you love to dip your fries in? Yep, Chinese people invented that as well. Ketchup actually means fish sauce in Fujianese, and this is where I originated actually Fujianese, but ketchup in ketchup is actually true English, so I guess ketchup or cat or fish. Anyway, back during the 1500s to 1600s, when Fujian was a Fujianese sailors learned of this fermented fish sauce from Vietnamese fishermen.
As the Chinese sailors continued sailing throughout the South China Sea, they also began making arak, the early ancestor of rum, which is made from combining distilled fermented red rice with molasses and olive oil. By the 1600s, British and Dutch merchants began buying hundreds of thousands of gallons of this arak. And subsequently, they also fell in love with their ketchup as well. It wasn't until the 19th century that people first began to add tomato to ketchup. By the mid-1850s, the preserved anchovies had been dropped, and by 1990, the need for better preservation in the American sweet tooth led American ketchup manufacturers like Heinz to significantly increase the sugar content in ketchup, and the rest is history. You know, ketchup is so good, I order fries just for the ketchup.
Yeah, and you have our Chinese ancestors that thank for that. When I go to Australia, they make you pay for ketchup. Like, you go to a fish and chip place, right? And you order fish and chips, and they're like, you want tomato sauce with that? And I'm like, yeah. Like, that'll be 50 cents per package, please. That's my failed Australian accent. But they make you pay for that. They make you pay for tartar sauce.
Oh,
So
man.
I have my fish and chips were like what, $5, and
Ended
I have to pay like $3 more for like ketchup and tartar sauce. Next time when I fly to Australia, I have to stop by McDonald's. I can load up on ketchup. I take it with me. And finally, number 10, the ancient Chinese are single-handedly responsible for possibly the most important invention of our time: toilet paper.
That's right.
Toilet paper.
Right?
Toilet paper was first mentioned by the official ancient way in the year
Why do you use it
989
so much?
in the Sui dynasty. Dynasty by the 14th century. During the Tang dynasty, it was written that 10 million packages of 1,000 to 10,000 sheets of toilet paper were manufactured annually in Zhejiang province alone. And while the you know what the worst? The Romans, for example, had a sponge on a stick. The sponge on a stick sat on a pot of salted seawater with not juice, and in communal bathrooms made with shared.
Thanks, ancient
But
Chinese.
it looks like my heart. No, it's not.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, man.
I'd rather do that than use a noodle sponge on a stick.
Anyways, guys, so that was the 10 everyday items that you had no idea.
Maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe they did.
Okay.
We would miss out.
It's not stopping. Okay. Were you able to see it? No, I'm asking John and Micah. Sit down.
I saw it.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm just worried that maybe I didn't share it, but it's good that I shared. Okay, good. So, those are just some of the inventions of Chinese. Okay. So, I didn't even know that they're the one invented the tissue paper.
No,
The toilet.
It's
What? Yeah, toilet
paper.
paper. Toilet paper. Ooh.
That's a lot of things.
So, what do you remember from the video that we watched?
They invented toilet paper. They invented toilet paper, gunfire. It's gunpowder.
Gunpowder. Not gunfire, gunpowder. Okay. So, they really made a good. Where the famous one are the four: the compass, the gunpowder, which was used for fireworks. Okay. And remember that gunpowder was invented accidentally by one of the alchemists in ancient time. So it was really purposely invented for that, but accidentally that's the result. Patrick, sit down. Okay. So, and also we also learn about, which one's that? Printing. The wood block printing. That's from them. Wood block. They used it before. And what else? Paper. What are you two doing? What are you doing, both of you?
Me?
No, I'm talking about Sarah and I.
I'm just sitting on chopsticks and trying to pick up this.
Okay. Now, also yesterday we talked about porcelain, right? Porcelain, which what else did they invent?
Paper.
Paper, yes, of course.
Paper.
Yeah.
Paper.
So
Paper moolah.
paper moolah, it's money. Okay, the paper
I
money.
know.
It's them that invented it. So while other countries using coins, using gold, do you know before that they use gold? Okay, or because they're doing trading in ancient time. I really want you to stop what you're doing and look at me. I need eyes and ears on me. Come on. My eyes and ears are on you, so please give me your eyes and ears, okay? Thank you. So, where am I?
I forgot.
See?
And my arm is gonna fall off.
Class, I need you to pay attention, okay? So in in ancient times, that is what's happening, okay? Trading, they're trading. Before all the money came about, they were trading. They were trading, for example, remember with the Indus civilization, how they make jewelries and trade it with what they needed, like for food or clothing. So that's what they're doing. They're using gold, jewelries, or whatever they have, like products they have in their country, and trade it with another country. And same with the Chinese, but they were the very first one that invented the paper money. Okay, so everybody was surprised when they went to China that they're using paper money. And while they're using, can you imagine you're carrying millions of coins in your pocket?
Well, we're gonna be walking like.
Yeah, that's gonna be like heavy.
I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like.
You're gonna need like a truck to carry it, okay?
Oh yeah.
So, but because of the paper money invention, then it becomes easier for people to travel. Like even now, we don't need paper money anymore. We don't need to carry money with us. You just need, what do you need?
We have a wallet.
A wallet?
And then we put it in our pocket.
No, like you can pay using cards.
Your mom have this card.
Yes. Yes. So that's how easy it is now. Are you listening? Now you can just, yeah.
Imagine you have 3,000 wallets, right?
Mm-hmm. So you just have you just have to have a card with you when you travel, and that card's gonna get you what you need. You understand, class?
Yeah.
Just a card. You don't need to carry money at all. Just carry a card, and then you can go anywhere. And even your phone, you know the phone?
Yeah.
I can use it to make payments, okay?
Like
You just swipe it like that, and then you're done. You're paid.
You just scan it,
Uh-huh.
and then you go like, hey, God, I already paid on my phone, bye.
Right?
And
So that's how it's easy now, okay? Like all this kind of like invention that makes people's lives easier, okay? Easier. And people move fast and easy because of that. All right? So now you remember I talk about silk, right?
Milk.
Silk.
Milk.
Do you remember I talk about silk?
Yes.
What do you remember about it?
It's very nice fabric, and it's made out of cocoon. It's very nice fabric and very expensive.
Yeah, I think maybe your mom, okay, has this kind of clothing.
Really soft. Oh, I remember something.
Because they're really nice to wear, the silk. And for Chinese, before they invented the paper,
Really
they
soft.
used it for writing, okay?
Yeah.
They used the silk to write, and it's very expensive.
You're wearing silk right now.
No, I'm not wearing silk. This is not silk.
It's soft.
This
Miss
is
Jocelyn, it has to do with so soft.
this is cotton. What I'm wearing is cotton.
Well,
Okay.
this
Not silk.
is made of silk.
Huh?
My blanket is made of silk.
Yeah.
Miss Jocelyn, gonna draw.
Usually, like
really soft.
clothing, like a sleeping, you know, your jammies. There, you can buy a jammy that is silk, made of silk.
Miss Jocelyn.
Yes, Melanie.
Can I draw it on the board?
Sit down. Melanie, yes.
Fine. Miss Jocelyn, my mom told me that she has a dress that is made out of that's really nice, and it's made out of silk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's white and black. So these like it's like these lines are like a little thick,
Mhm.
like this big, and they're flowers.
Yes.
And inside of it, it's a little soft.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So because they're nice to wear. I like soap.
Oh, and one more thing. My mom told me.
Tomorrow I'm gonna bring you a sample of a soap. Okay, I have soap.
My mom told me
I'll
that
show you.
sometimes. My mom told me sometimes. My mom told me that sometimes people do this to with their hands.
Okay. Well, let's talk about soap. Shh. Can I talk about soap?
Yeah. No. Think about Sophie.
Okay. Alright, so several thousand years ago, even before Confucius was born, a queen named Si Ling Chi.
What's up? What?
Si Ling Chi. Si Ling Chi. So it's the name of a queen. Remember, like thousands of years ago, China is made up of different kingdoms, right? So she's a queen of one of the kingdoms. Melanie, sit down. So a queen named Si Ling Chi was sitting in the garden of her royal palace, drinking a cup of tea and watching little caterpillars spin their cocoons in some mulberry trees. Do you know what's a mulberry tree?
It's like trees that have berries.
Well, it's a berry tree. It's called mulberry tree. Now, suddenly, one of the cocoons fell right into her teacup. So she's sitting in the garden and drinking a tea, and a cocoon fell on her cup of tea.
Did she know?
What do you think happened?
I think drank it and then the cocoon. I think
She drank the cocoon.
died.
Okay, listen.
And she fell to death. No.
Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so I'll leave the story right there. Okay, so do you know what's a cocoon?
A cocoon? Yeah, where a caterpillar changed into a butterfly.
Okay, so a caterpillars before they become a moth or a butterfly, a caterpillar, okay, it's a little worm, but before, that's how butterflies and moths looks like. Okay, now,
I think she's gonna drink it and then turn to a butterfly.
so before they become butterfly or moth, they make a little container. Okay, little container that is what you call cocoon. That one,
I think she's gonna spit it
right there. Is it there? What is it?
out.
Right there. You see the green one?
Ew.
That's a cocoon. Okay.
Guys, remember how we were on that field trip and then you saw a big fat caterpillar and you wanted to put it on a tree? That one with the water guns that you got to like hold them and like.
Okay. Let me finish. Melanie,
Hurry.
heads up. Sit up straight. What do you think if I sit like this and I read a story like this? Several years ago, even before Confucius, what do you think? You like it?
No.
Okay, well then, same thing with me. Okay, sit up straight.
She's tired.
Okay, so inside that cocoon, the change and grow until we are ready to become a butterfly and fly. Okay, so the queen looked curiously at the cocoon floating in her steaming tea. She noticed that a string as thin as a hair had come loose from the cocoon. Okay. So while this cocoon floating on her tea, she noticed a string like getting loose from the cocoon. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, a string. Like a thin string. Can I show you? I don't have a string,
I can see that.
but I have this one. This is a yarn. So it's like this. So a string is thinner than this one. Okay.
It's
So
like
imagine this is a cocoon, class. This is a cocoon. Okay. And it fell off on her teeth. And then the thread is coming loose like this. Look. Sit. Go back to your sit. You don't need to come here. Okay. So so it goes like this. While it's floating on her cup of tea, it's getting loose like this. Okay. And she's looking at it curiously. She's probably wondering, what is this? Sit down.
I put up a hair. Me too. It's from one of my things.
Okay.
It's from my hair. Long hair.
Should I continue?
That's awesome. Patrick called me ugly.
Should I continue? Can you stop?
I didn't call her ugly. I never called her.
Melanie. Okay, she pulled the string and was amazed to find that the cocoon was made from just one very long thread. Okay, so this is not a thread, but a thread is just like this one too, but thinner. Okay, so she pulled it out like that, and then she noticed that it's just one long thread. When it all comes up, I cannot do that because I don't want to put them all together again. So, but I'm showing you like this. So she pulled it like that, and the cocoon come loose, and then she saw one long thread out of the cocoon. Okay.
She pulled it out.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could see the picture.
Yeah, there's no picture. That's why I'm showing you.
No picture.
Did you see it?
I want to see
You want to see the what?
the picture.
I don't have picture. There's no picture. You see?
No.
There's no picture.
Is this a fake story or what?
Okay, I'll show you a picture or something, but it's not about cocoon, okay? Now,
I want to see what she looks like.
you want to see what the queen looks like?
Yeah, on a computer. I need a computer.
What? Yeah. Okay, where?
Is it dim like this?
So, Si Ling Chi was really interested now. She put some more cocoons in her teacups. So because of what she saw, she put more cocoons in her teacups. Okay? And then found their loose ends and pulled on them. Then she spun them together. She spun them together to make a thicker thread. Eventually, with the help of her friends, the queen was able to spin enough of this thread to make a beautiful piece of cloth. Okay? From this, she created a magnificent robe for the king. You know what's a robe?
A robe? Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So that's what king and queens wore, okay? A robe. Well, now I'm sure you have a bathrobe.
I have a
Okay.
robe, it's a towel, and I have a robe that's really soft.
Yes. Okay.
Me too.
So the king was so pleased that he ordered caterpillars to be grown just for making the wonderful cloth. And the Chinese have been making silk ever since. So that's how silk was discovered, that it's good to make clothing out of it. Okay?
So I was right.
You were right for what?
For the caterpillar was making, because I remember the video. My mom had a video about a girl wanted to make bed, a cover on her bed, and then she gathered cocoons, and then she made it herself. She was like boiling them, and then she was like putting them, and then what she was doing with them with the little caterpillars and such, so she had to kill them.
Kill the caterpillar?
No, not kill them. They got killed because they were in the boiling water because she had to make some silk.
Oh, yeah.
So it could have just.
Okay, now listen. So why silk is very expensive? It's because to make silk, people must grow the one kind of food that silkworm love to eat. Do you know what? Do you know what food they like to eat?
What?
The caterpillar. The silkworm. It's called silkworm, the caterpillar. What is their favorite food?
Silk caterpillar.
Who knows what's the favorite food of caterpillar? Huh? Leaves. Okay, leaves. But this is a very special leaves. It comes from the mulberry trees. Okay, so they really like the mulberry trees leaves. So in fact, the silkworms are so important that silk makers almost treat them like people. Okay? They don't want to disturb the silkworms that are working. So they talk in whispers and wear soft slippers instead of shoes.
Why?
So people raise the silkworm from the time they are eggs. They protect them from harsh weather and other animals and make sure they get plenty of mulberry leaves to eat. So after about 45 days, the silkworms spin their cocoons. You know how they spin cocoons, the silkworms?
No.
No, the caterpillar is spinning it. Okay, so after 45 days, the silkworms spin their cocoons. They spend 3 or 4 days making a single thread of strong, shiny silk and wrapping it around and around themselves. The thread of just one cocoon might be 3,000 feet long. That's how long it is. One cocoon, 3,000 feet long. Can you imagine how long is that?
It's gonna be like.
Did you see that cocoon there? It's really small, right? But the thread that it makes, it's 3,000 feet long.
Probably like this.
How long is 3,000 feet long?
I know how long.
Yes, John.
It's like almost 2 miles. You know how I know?
Uh-huh.
Because 2,000 feet. That means
Yes.
it's like 1.4 miles long.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. Kind of like that. It's like,
But it's long. It's really
yeah,
long.
it's like 1 mile long.
It's not really 1 mile.
No, your back should be like this. Only 1 mile? But you're gonna get tired of
Well, you have to convert feet to miles to know exactly.
Probably it's kilometers. Probably like 1 kilometer. A mile is way longer than a kilometer.
Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. So are you still with me? What is Melanie saying no?
I mean, it's.
Melanie? What are we saying no? Mm-hmm.
Because I'm getting tired of it. You just can't hear.
Okay, how about we stand up? Okay, Melanie here.
Why do you have to stand up?
Well, I want Melanie to do that. Okay, your turn. Go.
It's not dead.
You gotta tell them what to do.
I have to do 11 of these.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Patrick! What? More exercise. More of that stuff. Jumping jacks. 11. 13. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. Tired. Stop. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 35. 34. 35. 36. 37. Yeah. 39. Okay. 30 of washing machine. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm gonna die. 28, 29, 30.
Okay.
One more. 2 more. Ready?
One more.
2 more.
Last.
2 more.
Okay, 2.
2 more. Whoa! Ready? Let's see if Patrick doesn't have to do this, Sarah. No. Oh, yeah. No. 1, 2, 40. No. 30. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
You're
14,
not gonna die, okay?
16,
I'm not gonna die.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 30, but how do you do that? We just have to 28, 29, 30. Okay, one more and then we're done. Okay, ready? No. Shrug your shoulders? You have to do this for 40 seconds. No, because I don't know how to do that. How to know? I don't know. No, we're not doing stuff that I don't know how to do. I know. And I don't
Okay.
even know how to know.
Last one.
I'm thinking.
Last one.
I'm just gonna wait for you to make it.
I know what you should do, Melanie. Do burpees so Patrick can really get the exercise. Do 10 burpees.
Get on the floor.